everybody. Welcome to math. Today we are going to be going over graphing, specifically pictographs. A pictograph is a graph with pictures on it. Thank you. Really obvious. I love that name, pictograph. This graph, the title is Number of Cookies Sold. And these are all the kids that sold cookies. We have Rob, Ava, Brad, and Hannah. Now each pictograph shows pictures representing a number. For these, each cookie represents 1. So when we're looking, we can see that Rob sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cookies. So each box represents 1 cookie. So go ahead right now, count how many did Ava sell? How many cookies did Ava sell? Yep, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, what about Brad? I'll give you a second to check all of Brad's. How many cookies did Brad sell? Did you say 8? 8. So Brad sold 8 cookies and Hannah sold 4 cookies. You're right, you're good. You've got this. So the questions for here ask you some of those very same questions that we just did. How many cookies did Rob sell? How many cookies did Ava sell? How many did Brad sell? And how many cookies did Hannah sell? Now, the part. What? Nope. Who sold the fewest cookies? What does fewest mean? What do you think? All right, let's check it out. Get your mirrors ready. Now, if you don't know what this is, you just have to copy me. Pretend you're my mirror. Mirror words. Fewest means the smallest amount. Say it with me. Fewest means the smallest amount. So if we look at the pictograph again, who sold the fewest or the smallest amount? Rob, Ava, Brad, or Hannah? Who sold the fewest amount? So we know that Rob sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rob sold 7. Ava sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brad sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Hannah sold 1, 2, 3, 4. So who sold the fewest? Which one is the smallest? Kind of hard to see, isn't it? Ooh, that made it worse. All right. Which one sold the fewest? Raise your hand if you think Rob. Ava? Raise your hand if you think Brad sold the fewest. What about Hannah? You got it. Hannah sold the fewest cookies because she only sold 4 and everybody else sold more. Absolutely. Hannah. Who sold the most cookies? I feel like most is easier. Most means, yep, big. Who sold the most? Rob, Ava, Brad, or Hannah? Look carefully. All right. Raise your hand if Rob sold the most. Raise your hand if Ava sold the most. Raise your hand if Brad sold the most. Or raise your hand if Hannah sold the most. Wow, everybody picked Brad. Nice job. Yep, Brad sold the most cookies. Nice job. This is tricky now. You ready? Because this is the hardest part of graphing. All right, don't tell any teacher I told you that, but it is. This is the tricky part. All right. How many more cookies did Brad sell than Hannah? And I'm going to show you a trick. All right. These are tricks that teachers aren't supposed to teach kids because it makes it so easy for them. Don't tell them. Shh, that's a secret. All right. So it says, how many more? So that's that key word, that key phrase, how many more? where we have to figure out what the difference is, kind of like subtraction, between Brad and Hannah. So we're going to look at Brad and Hannah. All right, so how many more? We know Brad sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Hannah sold 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many more did Brad sell? Well, these two are the same. These two are the same. These two are the same. And these two are the same. So how many more did Brad sell? How did you know that? See, I told you this is it's tricky, but this little trick makes it so much easier. You are right. 4. Brad sold 4 more than Hannah because they both sold 1, 2, 3, 4. But Brad sold 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Nice job. You ready? Last question. How many cookies were sold in all? What does that mean? In all. That's our key word. In all. Yep, all together. So what do we have to do? Do we have to subtract or do we have to add? Show me. Tell me either subtract or add. Yep, we add all of them together. So we could do 7 plus 5 plus 8 plus 4. That's a lot of math going on. Or if you don't want to be that tricky or you don't have extra paper to do this on, you can just count them up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Help me out. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. How many cookies were sold in all? 24 cookies. All right, now why don't you try one on your own? Let's look at this. Breakfast drink. The title of this pictograph is What We Drink for Breakfast. You are going to need your paper, whether it's in your folder or your notebook, and this is how I want you to set it up. So right now, go ahead and get it. Just like we said, we want you to write your name, the assignment, which is Math Day 1, and then today's date, which is 3/18 or March 18th. It's my daughter's birthday. Happy birthday. 2020. So go ahead and fill that up.